to welcome you at our show, Pain-Free Pelvis. And we're your hosts, me, Irina Harvey, and my dear friend and colleague, Nadia Williams. So today we will be talking again about Pain-Free Pelvis and our upcoming course that we will be holding here in Ixtapa, Mexico, in World Healing and Training Center on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of April.
And today we would love to go through the entire program, and we will be very happy to answer all your questions considered to the course and in general of what we are doing. Who doesn't know us yet, we are pelvic floor instructors, womb healers, and also we just graduated from Dr. Darrell Wolf, new word practitioners, and non-surgical scar tissue removal. And we learned so much with Dr. Darrell Wolf that we can correlate our program with the Dr. Wolf's programs and to create something amazing, unique program. And why is our program unique? I think this program exists only with me, with Irina, and with the other 160 instructors from our schools. It's I'm Building, International Federation of I'm Buildings. To translate what is it I'm Building, it's intimate muscles building, because we do have muscles in our pelvic floor which are responsible for a lot of function and dysfunction in our body, and it's important to keep those muscles in the perfect condition for the childbirth, for lovemaking, for our well-being, and just health. So, and today we will talk a little bit about the program, and then we will talk a little bit our pelvic floor muscles and how to engage those muscles, how to control them voluntarily. So, because a lot of people don't understand what exactly is about our course and this type of exercise. Just before we start talking about the course, I would love to explain. Like Irina, she said yesterday when we've been talking about pelvic floor anatomy, that a lot of women ask us, is it Kegel exercise? Yes, it's based on the Kegel exercise, but our school teaches and our method and techniques, it's much, much deeper than Kegel exercise, because Kegel exercise is usually working, this is vaginal canal, this is neck of uterus, this is ovaries, but as you see, let's divide our vaginal canal on the 3 levels. And the first level, this is 2/3 of vaginal canal, and that's what Dr. Arnold Kegel in the 50s, when he created this the first device for urinary incontinence. Actually, it was created for urinary incontinence to help women with. So it was just engaging the 2/3 of vaginal canal to stop, to enhance a little bit bladder and to stop urinary incontinence. But our school where we did study went much, much beyond than that. We are working with the women entire vaginal canal, just till the neck of uterus. So you're not just working here, you sculpture your pelvic floor muscles, and you become a master of your pelvic floor muscles to keep them in the perfect health and condition. And also our exercise, because we have a special personalized device, intravaginal device for this practice, which will place the entire vaginal canal, and then when you do particularly special techniques, you going to engage and activate neck of uterus, where is a lot of nerve endings and ligaments which keep our uterus in place. So because our uterus, it's like a batut, it can go up and down, and if they have ligaments are strong enough, it will be like up and down, but it will never go down. And what was I forgot what I want to say, because we have so much to share with you. And
it would be great if we would have some questions. We're not live on Zoom today. We'll be live on Zoom on Wednesday. So if you want to come on live and discuss your history, medical history, and share with everyone, then we will be happy to help you with that and answer your questions. But today we can we can check the Facebook and YouTube.
Yes.
Yaroslav, do we have any questions coming?
That's all.
That's all.
Thank you, and subscribe.
Okay, so maybe we can have a slides and go through the slides about the program, and between when we're going to go through the program, we will give you more information. Thank you so much. Let me put my glasses. So, Irisha, would you like to start?
Sure. So in our program, we will be teaching you basic pelvic floor anatomy. It's not medical. It's a fun anatomy that every woman should know, understand her body, and we will be also teaching you how to do self-diagnosis and self-exam, so you understand what's going on with your body during different phases of your menstrual cycle. Or if you don't have a menstrual cycle anymore, we will teach you how to regain your natural biofeedback, and it's a very important practice. That's why so many women don't have good results with pelvic floor therapists when they go and see pelvic floor therapists, because generally the natural biofeedback that they trying to teach you how to regain, they're doing with the help of various devices that are connected to the computers, but we're using just our own body because we need to build that brain-muscle connection, and the only way to do it is to build it through your own neuronal system.
Yeah, I want to edit something about self-diagnostic, because usually when we go to see OBGYN or PT, pelvic floor therapist, if we have some issues with our pelvic floor area, usually how they do, they insert their fingers and they do the check-in, and they making for them understanding what is working, what type of what area is not working, which weaker. But nobody teach women how to do this by themselves, and that's what Irina say. What happening that when we are teaching women to do them by themselves, in some period of time, you creating biofeedback, so you connecting your body and mind together, so that your mind understand what's going on in your body. And we're doing this with the fingers, and our fingers is the most sensitive tactile part in our body. So you're sending neuron connection to your mind to let your mind know and remember what's going on in the pelvic floor area. And about female pelvic floor anatomy, function and dysfunction, like Irina beautifully yesterday explained you how it's function and dysfunction and what we're going to do. I just want to add one little thing that women also can understand what they're going to learn in our class, because
I think you lost the bladder.
No, it's a rectum. Yaroslav, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. My God, we have so much in love here. So, like, you see, like yesterday, this is ureter diaphragm. Here, the pubic bone. This is ureter diaphragm, vaginal entrance, and the anus. And then we have the biggest muscles in our pelvic floor area, levator ani, the one which actually the gravity in our pelvic floor, which keep our body in the balance. And you're going to learn how to contract, squeeze and lift those muscles sequentially and simultaneously. It means that you will learn how to use your ureter diaphragm, of course your vaginal canal, your anal sphincters, because they are sphincter, they're opening, and of course the last one, the most important, the levator ani, how to contract it. And that is a uniqueness of our techniques, because you will be easily to do those exercise in some period of your time after you're doing your homework. You can do this with a device or without in your everyday life. No matter you're driving, you're cooking, you're watching TV, or you're playing with the kids, even if you go to do yoga, bar classes, swimming, that will be the beautiful knowledge you can share then with your friends, with your family, with your daughters. And that actually, it's called voluntary control of the pelvic floor muscles. So then
we will be teaching you how to do intimate massage, and we will be doing some practices to heal our wounds. We were talking about intimate massage yesterday in greater details, but just to say 2 words today, intimate massage is very important for every woman through different stages of her life in order to prepare for non-traumatic vaginal birth, after birth recovery, and of course menopausal changes when our tissues, often because of not enough hormones, going through atrophy. So it's very important to keep that area oxygenated and keep good blood flow and lymph circulation. We will be teaching, well, I guess Nadia already said that we'll be teaching you how to use your abs and glutes with pelvic floor muscles and separately, which is really important because we see a lot of women that are very strong, go to the gym, lift weights and exercise, but when they come to our classes, they realize that all the time they did not know that they need to engage their pelvic floor muscles when they're doing all those exercises, when they're lifting weights. And if you're not lifting weights, we can teach you how to engage those muscles during daily life activities, like lifting your child or, I don't know, lifting your grocery bags. That's very important.
Yeah, or if you want to sneeze or you're coughing and you know that you have a little bit leaking of urine when you do that, what is happening, so you will know how to control, and that will not happening. And then of course if you have these issues after some period of time of exercise, it will disappear because it will become automatically for you to control your pelvic floor muscles. And then we have restoring the core, the role of abs and glutes. Yes, it's a part of the exercise because we're going to teach you how to engage your abdominal muscles together with the pelvic floor muscles, particularly for women with the prolapse and urinary incontinence, or for women who has a really loose tone of pelvic floor muscles. They will need, as soon as they will learn how to control them voluntarily in the, I'm looking for vocabulary, when they will learn how to control them voluntarily on the totally peaceful positions, then we will teach you how to engage them with abdominal muscles so that you can engage and tone them even more and faster, because by doing those, using abdominal muscles with the pelvic floor muscles, you're going to bring more blood flow in the pelvis area and lymph circulation, and it's all coming together with a special breathing exercise. So you also will get a lot of oxygenation to the vaginal tissues. So that's the result will be much faster. And as we say yesterday, it's kind of nutrition for your pelvic floor muscles. Like when we eat well, you get a good nutrition for your body. So this is 3 elements will be nutrition for your pelvic floor area.
I just want to add that it's very important to know how to use pelvic floor muscles just on their own and vaginal canal muscles, and we cannot emphasize enough how important it is to work the whole length of vaginal canal, because as you can see, our cervix, our uterus, is sitting right on top of it, and if it's loose, then obviously our cervix, our uterus will start to bulge into the vagina. And with our intravaginal personal training device, it goes all the way to the cervix. And when we teach you to use the device and do the exercises with abs and glutes and without, we actually create an internal and external resistance to the muscles. So we play with those muscles in different ways and we test them. Right in the class, we will test your muscles, and we will give you feedback on which side of your vaginal canal you need to work more in order to make it perfectly like this straight.
Equal.
Yes, and kind of like a cylindrical. That's the goal in order to keep all the organs in place. We have our bladder and our rectum right next to it. So it is very important to... It's okay.
It's okay.
Yes, thank you.
So you will learn how to do this spiral grip, so that you can sculpt all together and to have and not to have issues in future.
Okay, let's see the next slide.
So what's the next slide?
Yaroslavchik, it's not working.
It's not working.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think we already kind of talked about this a little bit, how to make atonic muscles toned again, and how to make two toned muscles relaxed. Pelvic organ prolapses, yes, so we will be definitely working with that, and we will give you all the tools that you need in order to prevent pelvic organ prolapses in future, or if you already have them, that you can treat them at home by yourself and become your own practitioner. We'll be doing some fun Taoist exercises, clapping, belly button therapy. We will be also teaching you how to integrate our work with Wolf Non-Surgical if you are a practitioner, or if you're planning to take any treatments here in Ixtapa, Mexico, or in a place where you live, if you have one of Dr. Wolf's practitioners in your area. We'll be doing pelvic squats and pelvic expander, and we also will be, sorry, I'm reading as I'm going. Yes, well,
the whole exercise will be with your personalized intimate intravaginal device, which created particularly for these techniques, for this method. It's a hypoallergenic latex, medical grade material, has no battery, no vibration. It's an organic product which you're going to use to do this exercise, and it's created just for one things, to create resistance for your pelvic floor muscles to work against, because as Irina say, we need a resistance so the muscles can really work and relax. And
we can train them faster when we give muscles resistance.
Exactly.
When you go into the gym and just lifting your arms, that's great, that's better than not doing anything, but as soon as you'll put some weights in them, of course you will start to build muscles faster. So exactly the same thing happens with our pelvic floor, and that's why it's so important to use intravaginal device, but not just any kind of device. It's very important if you have too weak pelvic floor or too tight pelvic floor, to use just enough resistance so you don't strain your muscles. And that's why we don't recommend to use any type of yoni X or any hard devices that are out there on the market when you have very weak pelvic floor, or when you have very tense pelvic floor, because you can actually harm yourself by doing them incorrectly. And also, when you don't have control of your pelvic floor, you shouldn't be using something that really can harm you. That's why it is so important to gain that control. We will be talking about it over and over and over again, how important it is to truly learn about your body and gain full control of your pelvic floor muscles. We see a lot of women that have beautiful muscles, they haven't had children yet, or had children and didn't have traumatic birth, but they have urinary incontinence, stress incontinence. And why is that? Just because they don't have control of the muscles. They have great muscles, they're healthy, but they don't have control of them. So every time they sneeze, jump, or do any kind of activities like running, they leak urine.
And for some women who has really tense pelvic floor muscles, we're not even recommending to work with device because it's too much pressure and stress for your pelvic floor muscles. So this type of women will have a personalized program how to relax, because what are the pelvic floor muscles? The healthy pelvic floor muscles, it's a pelvic floor which can contract and relax fully, and that is very important. Sometimes it's more important to know how to relax your muscles than to contract, because there what's happening, and a lot of yoga teachers, Pilates, and the women who does a lot of heavy lift, they're very tight in their low abdominal, in their pelvis, and it creates a lot of unpleasant symptoms. For example, love making, it's impossible, it's too painful for them. So for them, it's no devices, it's just breathing exercise, intimate massage, perineal massage, and just loving yourself, meditation, accepting themselves, working manually, and then slowly introduce intravaginal device to them.
Yes, we also see a lot of women with vaginismus. That's when your muscles contract uncontrollably and tighten. And sometimes penetration is possible with vaginismus, and sometimes no penetration whatsoever is possible. So do we work with such women? Of course we do. And again, sometimes you can have vaginismus because of sexual trauma, and other times you have vaginismus because of other reasons. Mm-hmm. So in this course that we'll be teaching on the first, second, and third, we will have our beautiful Robin, friend and colleague that is a trained clinical psychologist and also spiritual worker, and she will be helping to work with trauma. And even if we don't have vaginismus, we all store our emotions and in our pelvic floor, and a lot of times when Wolfman surgical work performed on pelvic floor release or our work is done with the women, there is a lot of hidden trauma that comes up, and we definitely will support you with that, and we definitely will guide you through it. And that's why we said that we will be doing a lot of womb healing, and yes, it definitely will be very beneficial work on all the levels, on the physical level, on the spiritual level, and on the emotional level.
And I would love to add, because when we started with Irina, our journey in pelvic floor, muscles exercise, and been digging and searching and getting more knowledge, so we went to different schools. We also understand by working with women's bodies that sometimes it's not about body, it's sometimes about the mind and about the emotions. And we went and we study about psychology consultation in consult in sexology. Mm-hmm. And we graduated last year from the Academy International Sexology in Russia, so to learn about male, female, even children's sexology, because it's very important. Sometimes we just need to ask few questions and to understand what's going on with a woman before to give her any physical or body work, because as Irina said, it can just harm and bring more emotions, and nothing beautiful will come out from this practice, because she will hate it, because she kept already so much emotions. So that's also our speciality. We can help with some advices and help, and like for the couple therapy, we can give some advice for both, for men and women. For example, with the vaginismus, how to act and how to make lovemaking more beautiful and less painful, because there are a lot of techniques.
Yeah, we have a lot of techniques that we can share with you for the partners to do partner practices. And it's very important, and also it brings you together closer. So yes, definitely we will be doing this work with Dr. Daryl Wolf's protocols and with Robin's protocols. And that's why so many women don't have much luck when they just work with a psychologist, or where they just work with a sexologist, or when they just doing pelvic floor exercises. It's always better to do this work
in tandem.
Yes,
because it's like a mind, body, emotions connection, and it's
you cannot separate the three.
And just to be within the circle of the women's, and when we are working with the women, it's so intimate and private. It's no nudity. Don't understand us wrong. Everybody dressed. When I'm talking about the intimate environment, it's our pelvic floor area, our second chakra. The energy is infusion, right? Infusions?
And we'll be talking about infusions as well, but different kind of infusions.
So, and the women start sharing their story, and it's become like a sisterhood. It's really, really beautiful. And after 3 days, you just will be, you will feel that something changed in you, in your body, in your way you look at yourself, in your inner woman, in your interpersonal relationship with your kids, with yourself, with your family, because we do keep a lot of emotions here, and when they start coming out, and emotions can be different. You know, women, they're like a music, and music can be different. Music can be loud, sad. It can be very slow or very fast. And it depends how we play this music and who play the music. And also playing music, we need to know the key. And if we know well our key, we can play beautiful music. So we will give you with Irina the key how to be with your body and how to play beautifully with yourself in emotional and physical connection.
Absolutely.
And now we will talk about the bonuses, what you will receive with this course.
I don't know how to change the slide for some reason.
Yaroslav, for some reason the slide
is not working. Sorry about
not
that.
moving. No.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. So you will receive a lot of bonuses with this course, and like I said, we'll be teaching you in person how to do intimate massage, and you also will receive a recording of studio recording of intimate massage, so you can continue to do it at home or teach your partner, your friends, you know, everyone that might benefit from it. You will get access to it for 2 months. And I'm always joking, that's not because we're greedy, we would gladly give it to you forever, but we've noticed that a lot of women, when they have access to something forever, they always postpone doing it. So that's why it's only for 2 months. We'll give you womb healing meditation that we'll be doing daily in the class, and then you can continue doing it at home. Well, we already talked about intravaginal personal training device. Dr. Wolf generously shared his Braveheart Masterclass and AZ Wellness Masterclass absolutely for free. One of the super cool bonuses that you will get is Perfect Day Consultation. That is usually $150 value. You'll get a Zoom call with a practitioner, one of the practitioners here in Ixtapa, Mexico. And you will get a recording from that call. You can ask all your questions about all your medical history, and you will receive all the answers and a book, 300 plus pages of 40 plus years of Dr. Daryl Wolf's work. And you will receive a lifetime support from us and from the practitioner that will be doing your consultation. And I keep saying in every video that if you will walk away from this masterclass, and if you can take only one thing away from this, please book your consultation. Book it because your life will change forever. It's absolutely incredible how much information they will give you in this 1 hour. You also will get a form that you will need to fill out about your medical history, and that's very valuable information as well. So please do book your consultation, and if you will book the class that you can book on docofdetox.com, then you will receive consultation for free.
Also, I would like to say that if you have pain or something you feel not comfortable with your pelvic floor area or in general in your body, please take a consultation here in Dr. Wolf's office with one of his practitioners, because they will help you right away to understand your medical condition and how we can help you all together. Because sometimes we have pain in one place, and actually the cause of this pain, it's in totally different place.
Yes, I also wanted to add that when we taught our first course here a couple weeks ago, 4 of master practitioners that are working here with Dr. Daryl Wolf took our course, and they will be very qualified to answer all your questions, just as qualified as we are, because the work that Dr. Daryl Wolf does and our work really ties together. And actually, that's why we are here. We came to take Dr. Daryl Wolf's courses. When we learned about him, we were just blown away with all the amazing information and all the amazing treatments that they do here. So we came to study and ended up teaching courses here as well. So
everything happened for a reason.
Yes, definitely.
So that's
definitely.
Something else we have. Oh, let's see the questions. Do we have?
I just wanted to add something.
Yeah.
If you are flying from other countries here to Ixtapa, Mexico, and if you need a travel letter, please find it on docofdetox.com website. You will need to go to add-ons and add it for a small fee of $5. And the only reason we started to charge the fee is because our people are so busy because of all the requests that we get from around the world. So yes, so we charge a little fee, but it's definitely worth doing it if you're traveling from countries with strict restrictions. Okay, also the vaginal exercises I have learned really helped so much. I'm glad you're teaching others about this. Thank you so much, Rachel, for this comment. Yes, it's definitely important to learn pelvic floor exercises and share it with your friends, with your daughters, with your mothers. You know, they have not learned them, no one taught them. So if you're doing them, that's amazing, but please share this information. Very valuable information with anyone that you know that can benefit from it. Okay. May I ask, is the lady with the white shirt on naked Monica?
Name. I was like,
named.
No, my name is Nadia. No. First when I read that, I was like, oh,
naked
Monica. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I need this. Yes. I cough, sneeze, and I pee.
Oh, that would be beautiful for you. You in couple weeks, if you have no really like physical problem, like heavy prolapse, it will be.
It will be gone. Definitely.
It will be gone.
But also, even right now, just by sitting and watching this show, you know, don't just sit. Never just sit. Contract your pelvic floor muscles, and when you sit on a chair, you can. Contract your muscles and relax. Contract and relax. You can contract your left side, right side, relax, right side, left side. Contract together, relax together. Contract and lift even higher and even higher. Relax, relax, relax. So that's the kind of exercise that we'll be teaching you. But also, like we said, we will teach you how to feel these muscles, control and understand, so you know exactly what's happening in your pelvic floor. Because a lot of times women have beautiful muscles, but they have absolutely no control. So the exercises that they're doing, you know, I've seen many times in the class when I ask someone to contract their muscles and they tell me that they're contracting and lifting, but in reality, they actually pushing with their diaphragm on their pelvic floor. So they're doing exactly the opposite. And that's not good, and especially it's not good if you have anything inside your vaginal canal, like any type of yoniacs or any type of devices. That's why it's so important to start this journey with an experienced instructor, and then you can continue it on your own at home. You never need another class because you will know exactly what you're doing and exactly how to do it correctly.
And please don't forget to breathe, because a lot of women, when they start contracting their pelvic floor muscles, they're like, the face getting red, and she's like, and that's what you're doing. You engage your diaphragm and you push even more. So just like relax
and breathe.
And breathe. And also very important, when you engage your pelvic floor muscles, always engage them on exhale. You do inhale. You send the whole air to your belly rise a little bit, and then when you exhale, you engage them slowly, you know, like when you drink juice with a straw or you vacuum clean or something. So this is like for the visualization, it's helped a lot. And then you relax. As soon as you stop your exhalation, just let it go. Don't try to contract more, because then again you engage in diaphragm.
We have our beautiful Robin on. She's commenting on YouTube. I'm sorry, Robin, that's my accent. I didn't say phantom colleague, I said friend and colleague, but I guess it came out. Well, you're very special. Thank you. It is all about unconditional love for self and healing our trauma and bodies so intimacy is possible. Absolutely, Robin. Thank you so much. We're so honored to have you. With you, this course is going to be absolutely incredible. Even though we are trained to work with trauma, but not on the level that
you do.
Yes.
And we're really hoping to see you next week on our show again, so that we can answer
some of the questions.
Some more questions, and you can tell us so much interesting things as usually you do.
Sherry says, sounds interesting. I think it's better to be there in person. Definitely. It's always best to do this work in person. Is it possible to do online? Yes, of course. And we will be doing our online Zoom session on on May 6th, 7th, and 8th. But I have to be honest, yes, it's definitely best to do it in person.
Because we can more control your body, what you're doing with your body. You know, we even don't need to touch your body, just with like side eye, we can see if you do correctly or not correctly.
But
You're a stalker.
A little bit. It's a practice, you know, because we all do the same mistakes. It's no different. But on Zoom, we will create 3-day Zoom with a booklet, with the slides, with the music, with explanation, and we're going to follow you for life. So sometimes you can go after with us on the FaceTimes in private, and we will check your breathing, how you engage your abdominal muscle. So we will be for you.
Yes.
More questions?
No,
I don't think we have any.
Question.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And please, if you have any questions, send them to us on our email. It's painfreepelvis@docofdetox.com. And yes, we'll be happy to get back to you. And please come see us in person or sign up for our future Zoom session. And have a fabulous day. Thank you.
Have a wonderful weekend.
And wonderful weekend.
Bye-bye. We did it
Running out.
beautifully.
You know, it's not good enough to have the most powerful courses, treatments, and training. We want to deliver to you the adventure of a lifetime that's going to last a lifetime. And I'm going to take you on a little adventure right now and show you what we are going to deliver. What are we going to deliver? We are going to deliver the authentic you, the real you, the genius inside. How would you like to become not just the master of your mind, but the master of your body, the master of your life? You know what? The most important world is your world, and we're about to show you how to create it.
Found Dr. Wolf and all his positivity and trying to reshape our way of thinking and help me be a better person, a better mom, better wife. I'm glad I found him in person in Ixtapa, Mexico.
Never limit yourself to beautiful, because that's what you are. Take a look at this beautiful place. We all deserve beauty in our life. You need to create a new program that is unlimited when it comes to things that are beautiful, things that make you happy, things that make you shine, things that make you feel excited. Let's get excited.
This guy's got something really interesting to say and he's sharing it really openly and we're just really not caring what other people think, and I just thought that was really empowering.
What I've learned in my life is this: to be the change you wish to be the change you wish to see, Braveheart, you have to understand you take life one step at a time.
Dr. Wolf, as many people will have seen, is very direct and straight and will take you to the edge of the cliff, as he says, and then pull you back just in time.
Never lose your focus. Never lose your dream, because you are the dream maker. It's called image, but guess what? It's your imagination. The image that you hold creates the thought that you live with. That thought creates an emotion that creates a frequency, and we know that the invisible creates the physical. I mean, that's quite obvious. So be the power that you seek, and understand something, that all your thoughts matter. And guess what? Unless you're willing to take a look at those thoughts and retrain your brain, change your personality, you'll never change your reality, and your reality could become infinite.
He's a wealth of information, and I love it.
You were created by your creator to create. So let's create something amazing together.
I found Dr. Wolf and I went, wow, here's a truth speaker. And he spoke to my soul, and he spoke truth.
So tell me what you think of the destination that I came up with my imagination to hold the whole life coach certification for you. Understand something. It's all about beauty. It's all about adventure. It's all about stimulating the mind, okay? And understanding that your mind is unlimited. And that is what the whole life coach certification is all about. In the whole life coach certification, we are going to go deeper. We have people coming to us, professionals coming to us, from doctors to nurses to accountants to oil riggers to mothers that want to expand their life. And when they come here, they go, I need to learn to help my family, or I want to improve my business. But guess what? We get into their business. When they leave, they become the change that they wish to see, that they wish to be. They become the gift to the world, because when you can stay in the present, and you can't do that until you have unconditional love and care for yourself. And I'll tell you something right now. I have hardly even found 1 out of 1,000 practitioners or even so-called whole life coaches that can hold the present moment and own it and then give it as a gift. And this is what I'm going to give to you. And when you come here, this is where you're going to come into this room when you need to find alignment, you need to find balance, and you need to get back into your lion heart breath, because we're going to go deep into your heart and we're going to become the spark that you seek.
And actually what I really love about Dr. Wolf's teachings is that unconditional love is literally it. And then you're like, how can it be that easy? That's just silly. So, but it's really not.
Come play, come stay, come train with us today. Understand something. I know we have fear, but understand, that's just false evidence appearing real. I get it. Stick your toe in, feel the water, but then I want you to dive right in, because
how I found my brave heart was through Daryl. He really teaches you to go within and go in through your heart and not your mind, because your heart's a lot more connected to so much more than your mind. Your mind is just so conditioned and your heart is just so open and beautiful.
you're the answer that you've been looking for. Let me teach you how to fly. What does that mean? First, love yourself, Braveheart. Let's take life in and win.
I had just lost my husband a couple of years ago. With his passing, he gave me the greatest gift to love myself. But Dr. Wolf gave me the greatest gift in understanding that.
I had a dream 3 years ago that I would live in Mexico and I would have this training center, this teaching center, this treatment center that would touch the world. Your dreams are never too big. And when they start to create a little bit of anxiety, turn them into excitement. And get excited, because this is your life.
He's the first person, doctor, that I have encountered that has truly given me the truth. And not just half-truths, but the full truth. So it's been revolutionary for me in my healing process.
And this, my friend, when you take on the dream of all dreams and you realize that if you stay connected to your breath, that you can have it all. Do not let anybody take your breath away. Do not let anybody steal your dream, okay? Listen, God gave you imagination. This is your sandbox of life. Take your life back. Right now, we are teaching courses to people that have come from all over the world, and the government is saying you can't travel, you can't breathe, you can't have this, you can't come together. Yes, we will. And we will do it with unconditional love for each other. And we will learn to grow. We will not judge each other. We'll observe and see where we can support each other. But at the same time, we will hold the Braveheart line, because this is the only way that we can grow. So find your roar, because you're so much more. and learn this. You are the unconditional love that you've been looking for. You are the dream maker. I can't wait to see you. We want to become that small piece of the puzzle that brings your dream together. Thank you. Let me ask you a question. What do you think it would take to turn your life around? I can tell you right now, I learned that a long time ago, what the key was. And anybody that has been able to perfect the perfect day on an emotional, physical, and spirit level knows this. The answer is massive, personal action. That's what it's going to take for you to turn your life around. And to turn your life around, you're going to have to go within if you want to change without. And that's the bottom line. And you know, people think that they can do it like with a consultation, or maybe they can do it with a telephone call or a Band-Aid or a 911 emergency, a treatment. But understand, that's not the way it is. The day that you realize that when you master your mind is the only time you're going to master your body. Forget your life. That's always going to be just random luck until you know that you must become the master of your day. From the moment you rise until you gently close your eyes, you must be the only authority for you. And if you think that getting an hour consultation is going to do it, it's not. If you think that going for therapy is going to do it, it's not. You have to submerge yourself into what we would call the personal treatment and training. And you need to do that from anywhere from 6 days to 10 days, or you need to come for my whole life coach certification, because if you don't go in deep, you'll never make changes. They say it takes 10,000 times for you to repeat something before it becomes a prominent, dominant thought. And if you understood that 70 to 90% of all your thoughts are not yours, and they say that 70% of your thoughts are toxic, tell me they're not. Take a look at the majority of the population. 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease, which means the body is attacking itself. Before that, though, the person was attacking themselves on a subconscious, unconscious level. And that, my friend, is the bottom line, and why you must take a personal treatment and training and go deep and understand how to run your life. What that means is learning how to think, how to drink, how to eat, and knowing when somebody is mistreating you, when someone is disrespecting you, because until you honor and respect yourself, no one else is going to do it. So understand, this is your life. If you want to live your passion and purpose, then you must become the master of your mind to become the master of your body so that you can become the light for your family. So please, consider this. You've got the time and you've got the money, because you're going to change the rest of your life for the rest of your life, and that's my guarantee to you.